A company's values are a set of beliefs and principles shared by its members, guiding their attitudes, behaviors, and decision making. A company's values begin to take shape with its founder or founders. They often play a significant role in establishing the core values of the company. Now, what one company values may be considered a non-value in another company. This means that each company decides what is important for it within the limits of the legal rules in the areas where it operates. For example, one company may value competition among its employees and make decisions that put them in positions to compete with each other, while another company may value collaboration and assign tasks and responsibilities in a way that creates the framework and conditions for collaboration. Maintaining and upholding companies' values requires a proactive and ongoing effort. And here are several strategies and practices that can help a company ensure that its values are maintained along the way. First, leadership commitment. Leadership, including top executives and managers, must lead by example and consistently demonstrate the company's values in their behavior and decision making. When leaders uphold these values, they set the tone for the entire organization. If the leadership doesn't consistently follow the company's values, it weakens those values and their influence, and they create space for other types of values, right? This is why it's so important to carefully choose who is placed in leadership roles. Sometimes a leader can establish different standards through his or her behavior than those of the company. And this happens especially in large organizations where the distance between the top leadership and the middle or lower management is significant, or in different branches of that company. Then regular communicate the values of the company. This starts with the onboarding process for new employees when the company provides information about its rules, policies, and expectations. New employees already have an idea of the company's values from the hiring process, but now they learn more through the documents they have to read and sign, through the training they receive, and their interactions with other members of the company. The company must then continuously communicate its values to employees, for example, in day-to-day activities, by explaining why certain actions or behaviors are considered good or bad, and by giving feedback when employees act according to the company's values and when they don't. In this way, the values are constantly discussed and reinforced. Another thing that you can do is to embed the values into organizational policies, procedures, and practices. For example, the value of diversity and inclusion can be incorporated into the hiring process by seeking a diverse pool of candidates in a non-discriminatory manner. A value such as integrity, another example, can be integrated through a code of conduct guide that outlines expectations for ethical behavior and decision making. In practice, case studies can be discussed to help employees understand how to apply ethical principles in their work. Another example, the value of customer focus can be integrated by making customer satisfaction a top priority in all customer interactions. Employees can be trained to actively listen to customer feedback and take action to resolve issues promptly. Then you can recognize and reward employees who exemplify the company's values in their work. Celebrate and showcase positive examples. Accountability. Establish mechanism for holding employees accountable for aligning with the company's values. For instance, ensure there are consequences for not respecting them and address issues promptly and fairly. Also, leadership can be held accountable for setting an example and promoting adherence to the company values by evaluating them on their ability to foster a value driven culture within their teams. Then, feedback. Encourage open feedback from employees about how well the company is living up to its values. Use this feedback to make necessary adjustments and improvements. Employee feedback can be provided through various ways, such as surveys, open discussions. Focus groups can be used to seek their input on specific value related initiatives, policies, or changes. Understand that maintaining values is an ongoing commitment. It requires continuous effort and should be part of the company's long term strategy. By consistently applying these strategies, a company can maintain its values and ensure that they remain an integral part of its culture and identity.